Okay, welcome back, everyone, to episode 18 of the Popcorn Podcast. I'm your host, Tommy Cresta, and this week we're going to be reviewing the film Don't Look Up. I have two very exciting guests on, Jake Bradbury and Nathan Lipp.
What's up?
How you guys doing?
Hey, thanks for having us, man. This is
Yeah, no, man, thank you.
We can't wait to talk about it.
But yeah, I was really lucky to get invited to a screening of this. And Nate, I saw that you also got a screening of this.
Yes, I am a member of the Producers Guild, and they had an early screening, which was just awesome to see it. Full disclosure, my brother-in-law is actually he got a story by credit and a co-producer credit, so I actually sat with him. You know, him seeing his name on the screen, big screen for the first time, ever. That was an awesome experience. Just experience with somebody else. One day.
Did you also you and Leo, you got drinks afterwards and you were just
and I was hoping that would happen.
Oh yeah.
But it did not. We were
Adam
not
McKay. Did Adam McKay come up to you and hug you and say, "Nate, thank you so much"?
No, sadly, nothing like that happened.
I just saw it at my local cinema, so you guys are way ahead of me going to premieres and stuff. But
No, don't.
It was pretty
let's not
good.
start that. You guys have much more knowledge in the movie side of things than I do. I'm just a young kid.
But your opinion
Don't
still
sell yourself
matters.
short.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I feel like this is No Way Home right now.
I did finally see that on yesterday, actually, which was excellent. I mean, there have been so many good movies that I have seen lately. I saw Red Rocket. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
No, I have not seen it, but I did post it
Sean
on
Baker.
my podcast.
Yes. That he was just at the Westfield Mall for LA people. That's, in Century City. And he and Simon Rex actually were like in the audience and, did their whole speech. That was really cool experience. Just an amazing part of being in LA. You don't have to be in the PGA to see these movies. Like, you can meet the directors and see the directors and actors. I'm not meeting any of these people in any of the screenings that I go to, but you can do that if you're here because they're all here and they want publicity.
You can literally just @ them on Instagram, and they're usually like, "Hey, thank you," or "Yeah, what's up?"
Yeah,
That's the weirdest part, is that social media works that way. No, I mean, you could be anywhere. You could do that.
Yeah, like when I first started doing this, I went through Instagram, found every blue checkmark actor, and I sent them a DM. The same one, just edited the
Oh, wow.
Didn't work, but
No,
none
of them. Yeah.
But yeah, no, surprisingly, Nate, the majority of my audience is actually from LA. That comes and listens to my show. It's LA.
It's a great title. It's a great name.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
And no, I didn't even come up with it, so that's the even best part.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
So you want to ask us about the movie?
Yeah. Let's get right into it. Did you give it a score out of 100? That's how I normally rank them on the podcast. But if you guys do it any other way, that's fine.
I hadn't thought about it. Jake, go first.
Yeah, 1 out of 100. Is that what the scale is?
Yes, 1 out of 100.
I would give it a solid B+, so like an 87, something like that. I really enjoyed myself. I thought it was fun. I thought it delivered on the premise. I knew what I was getting into with an Adam McKay movie. I knew it was going to be sly and funny and witty, and also have a heart to it because he's done, a bunch of other films in the same way where he tackles really serious issues in a comical way, in an easily digestible way. So I chuckled to myself. I squirmed in my seat, and I was ultimately satisfied with the movie. I thought like it had a good image. So 85 to 87.
All right. That's a perfect score.
I am, once again, like a little nepotism is involved here, but I was honestly feeling like this was in the 90s. And this is also partly because I like comedy films. And, to my tastes, like this is the kind of film that I just want to exist out in the world, that actually like made me feel something aside from comedy. It made me like want to get an electric car, which I do not have. It wanted me to, it made me want to like make a difference in the world.
Whatever you do won't help. That's what the whole movie was about.
I think the whole movie was about like we just need to take it seriously. We need to listen to scientists. And like I said, it had an effect on me beyond like, yeah, that was fun. And then move on with my life. That changed my behavior. And I think that's really when a film can be elevated into cinema, I guess.
Yeah, no, I would have to agree with both of you because I put it right in 84, and in 84 to me is like a really high score. Not many films make it into the 90s in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But I truly loved it. Like as soon as they announced the trailer, the teaser that came out and everything, I was super excited to watch it. And I got to agree with both of you a little bit. It showed like maybe we can't stop what's coming, but at the same time we have to listen to everyone. Maybe there is something we can make a change. Like it made me feel completely differently about how I do things. Like using my 2007 Jeep that's probably not the best for the environment, getting an electric car, maybe some solar panels, if I could afford it. But no, I
have a rather cynical view about all of that. I don't think an individual can make any difference whatsoever. I think it's up to the big corporations to reduce their carbon footprint. That's it. As an individual, you can make community action. You can contribute to a community garden. You can try and make it better for the immediate people around you and maybe yourself and make you feel better. But really, you getting an electric car or recycling more or shopping organic is not going to make any sort of difference. And I would say we're almost to a point where it doesn't really matter, that we're past the point of, man, I'm being really cynical on your podcast. I'm sorry. We're really past the part.
No, I love it, man. I love it. Trust me.
We're past.
I've had
past
much
it.
more.
We're already wholly
past
disagree.
Yeah,
if there was nothing that we could do about it, then I don't think scientists would be telling us to stop doing this. They would just throw their hands up.
No, you can mitigate the damage, right? But you can't stop what's coming. It's already past. If the Earth were to go up by a few degrees, there will be so many places underwater. There will be mass migration. There will be resource scarcity. That stuff is all going to happen no matter what. What scientists are talking about now is mitigating that. So even if we completely change overnight, right, and there's less carbon emissions and everything has changed, we're still going to experience that in a really bad level. They're just trying to predict how bad it actually be. If we change enough, it'll be a little less bad, but it's still going to be awful.
Let's do that.
I agree. I agree, but also why?
Because also like why? I don't want future generations to go through for them to just die out in mass, I guess.
Yeah, but like, is it really going to be our problem at that point? I want to like eat my Big Macs and drive my big SUV.
I believe that corporations don't change because they feel something. They change because consumer behavior changes.
I agree with that.
If we do different things, if we're buying different things, if I buy an electric car, that might convince the next person to buy an electric car or buy an electric bike or something like that, and I post about it on Instagram, I'm at least changing my own nearby ecosystem, my own local economy, and that's doing something.
Echo chamber,
which is better than nothing.
Your own, and I agree with you, Nate. I agree with you, but we both have to understand that you doing something and talking to your echo chamber is just that. It makes you feel better while the ship is going down, but it doesn't really impact anything. And yes, I know. I have such a cynical view, and maybe it's just my view, but man, unless you want to dedicate your life to getting corporate change done, you going shopping at Whole Foods, and not getting a plastic bag is just not going to make the difference that will save anybody in the future.
No. See, those Trader Joe's reusable bags are going to make the whole difference.
All right. Well, we should talk about the movie, not the movie's message.
Not the planet. And
first of all, I loved Mark Rylance's performance as the Jeff Bezos.
Oh, it was incredible. I loved it. I was late going to say the same thing.
I want to know that if he came in fully formed with that that character or if it was something that the director and him worked on for a while, because I was blown away. It was one of the funniest parts of the movie.
In the Q&A that I saw, it was something that like he kind of auditioned for Adam McKay, and it certainly did like grow and change a little bit, but all the actors were saying on the stage that like Mark Rylance behaved like that the entire time they were shooting the movie.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That was probably, it has to be my favorite performance of the movie, but I did think everyone that was in the movie I think everyone did a really great job.
Amazing.
Agreed.
Amazing.
Every actor and the writing. I loved it. I think all the jokes landed, everything. I think they did a great job.
They really did. And I just learned that Adam McKay worked with Leonardo DiCaprio for 6 months before he signed on to the project. On the script, they were like going back and forth, and then he finally agreed to sign on. Yeah, and then he wrote the part for Jennifer Lawrence's character. They specifically wrote it for her.
Jennifer Lawrence was great. I loved her.
Amazing.
I've also had a crush on Jennifer Lawrence since I was like 10.
Oh wow!
Besides the point.
Yeah,
she's a beautiful woman.
She really is. She really is. Even with the red hair and the fake nose rings.
I personally don't get it, but that's just again my opinion.
No, it's fine.
So
it's
sorry.
fine. My Katniss Everdeen just got crushed. It's fine.
What was the line, Jonah Hill? Like, listen, boy with the dragon tattoo.
Oh God,
I laughed out
loud. I think Jonah Hill had free reign to do his best improv in those scenes with Jennifer Lawrence. And I think I read an article about how Jennifer Lawrence got high before one of the scenes because her character gets high all the time. And that they knew, the actors then figured it out, that she was high and she wasn't supposed to have many lines. And so they were just ragging on her. And so some of those improv scenes came from the other actors knowing that she was high. Meryl Streep and Jonah Hill.
Oh, no, I feel like that whole scene in the Oval Office, the first time they all go in.
Yeah.
It was probably one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie.
Oh yeah,
just Jonah Hill ripping on them, and
oh my God,
all the cutaways to like the photos of the president, Meryl Streep, and like
random famous people. Her with Bill Clinton.
the dude,
Steven Seagal.
Yeah, Jonah Hill and Meryl Streep, and them working off each other too, being father and son. I don't know if you caught some of the stuff, but he was like, "My mom is a smoke show, and if she wasn't my mom, I'd probably date her." And that's like a direct quote from Donald Trump, about his daughter Ivanka. Yeah.
No, I thought every time he brought up how hot Meryl Streep was, I could not stop laughing.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And did you guys read that part about him calling her the goat, but Meryl Streep had no idea what they meant?
Oh, that's funny.
No, I missed that.
He had been calling her that, and she was like, "Yeah, Jonah Hill just keeps calling me a goat," and like was saying this on like press tours. And Jonah Hill's like, "No, Meryl, it means like greatest of all time. I'm not calling you a goat."
That's hilarious.
That is funny. That's a generation gap right there. I mean, come on. She can do anything. I believe literally her in anything.
Devil Wears Prada.
She can do anything.
Perfect.
Yeah, all of it. And Cate Blanchett and Tyler Perry as the morning show hosts were incredible. Their sort of vapid morning talk show host happy spin on everything was pitch perfect. I feel like that was a real morning show, like a real morning show that I was watching, where they're all just so happy, and they have the barest minimum of anything, and they have experts on, quote unquote, and the experts have to be TV ready or they're just like kicked off. They got to look good, their people got to make them look good. And the change of Leonardo DiCaprio's character from this like nebbish little scientist to a radio personality, to a TV personality, was a master stroke of the movie.
Yeah, no, it literally felt like I was watching Kelly and Ryan, anything like that. Kelly and Ryan, we'll go Kelly and Ryan, or Kelly and Michael when it was that. And No, I loved Leo's transformation throughout the movie, even though I did hate him like halfway through the movie.
Oh yeah,
I
you're
did not
you're
like him.
supposed to.
I know, but that's how good the writing was and the acting was. I
Yeah.
was so into it. I was like, I love you, Leo, but right now I just want to rip your head off. Like you're.
I mean, I really agreed. I really loved how they made him a villain, just being kind of a crappy person. I also liked the way they sort of handled the scientists, like screaming, like, sorry, I made some noise there. Just like screaming, like, we're all gonna die, which honestly, like, is not helping anyone. Like, that's a bad way to handle your message. And so it wasn't just like making one side, the villain, and one side the hero. You had flaws on both sides. You got to see how like scientists have not handled things properly, but so has everyone else.
Yeah, and how the littlest things, like they were talking about how the world's going to end, but all everyone could care about was Ariana Grande's character's relationship.
Yeah.
Like they were telling you the world's going to end, but there's this famous musical couple. That's what we have all to worry about.
Of course. And then at the core of the movie is the political movement, right? Where the title comes from, Don't Look Up, where Meryl Streep is, I'm assuming, a Republican candidate for president, or she's rather the president, Republican president. And she starts a campaign, Don't Look Up, and people start chanting it, and they are not looking up at the asteroid that literally is bearing down on them. The only miss of the movie that I thought wasn't realistic was that they actually do look up, and he's like sees it, and then they start throwing stuff at Jonah Hill and Meryl Streep's characters because they've been duped, right? The followers of Meryl Streep's presidency. I don't think that would happen. I think that they would go to the bitter end, denying that the asteroid was actually going to hit Earth.
I agree. I feel like they were willing to die on that hill.
Oh yeah,
they were like, this asteroid won't happen. Nothing's going to happen. We're all going to be fine. Very opposite of how you were acting earlier, Jake.
Yeah, it's about right. But I was proving a point. That like, can't we all just not like forget about it and just drive in our SUVs and eat our Big Macs and not worry about it? But the other part of that is that everything is politicized now. There is no truth anymore, right? There is no objective truth. Scientists have objective truth, but even they are like hesitant to say 100%, right? And without these easy to swallow, there's no room for nuance. Basically, you have to be 100% sure, or you're not sure at all. So politicizing a movement like, COVID, that is nothing is objectively true anymore. It's just your political opinion. It's only opinion. It's, do I believe in this asteroid or do I not believe in this asteroid? And we basically saw how humanity dealt with a thing that affects us all, and it's not well. They don't do it. They don't deal with it well.
Oh no, it was awful.
I do like that they repeatedly use the phrase peer review, which is something that I don't think people know enough about. Especially like, when what was the company, Bash, when they were like making their own rockets and stuff, they were kicking out scientists who wanted to peer review. And at least Leo's character was saying, like, this is how we know things are most correct, that a lot of people are checking your work.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just something that like people don't recognize or care about anymore. When somebody's saying like, this vaccine works. Why? Because a ton of really smart people have looked it over. Right. When someone in middle America who is not a doctor is just like, well, I believe this.
I love that they kept bashing.
How do you argue against that?
They kept bashing Michigan State, and they're like, oh, we're going to get our own scientists to look at
this.
That
was really funny.
Oh, no, I was super into that. I hate Michigan State. I was super into that part.
Just that's also like just really taking a shot at like liberal elites who are people who only want to listen to somebody who went to Princeton or Harvard or something like that, or disregarding what middle America.
Sorry about that. Hold on. I got a garage door going up. You can still talk.
That's disregarding what, middle America is filled with tons of very smart people who just don't happen to live on the East Coast or the West Coast. They're smart, very valid scientists who are contributing a lot, and that was a good statement that was made over and over and over again.
I also think that they were talking about in this movie kind of how seductive power and prestige is. Just through Leonardo DiCaprio's character of being married and having kids, but then suddenly being thrust to the limelight and being recognized for that. He was seduced by the show, basically, by being part of the circus, and distracted from his morals and obligations. I think that's a really interesting take on what fame does to you. Sorry.
No, it's fine. You normally hear my dogs. It's fine. It's always something new. But going off what you just said, Jake, I loved the scene when after the interview and everything, he's at his home again, and he's just scrolling through Twitter. He's answering all the hecklers, everyone, and he's falling into that. I don't know how to
troll trap.
Yeah, troll trap.
Yeah,
That's
it's a trap.
Great way to explain it. And
what do you guys think of Ariana Grande?
Loved her.
Loved that song. Like, I just thought that was so funny when she's like singing in her own like sort of vocal style, like we've got to get our head out of our asses. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, I just started dying during all of those lyrics, and I'm so curious. Who wrote those lyrics? I'm wondering if that's Adam McKay or if that Ariana Grande had anything to do with it.
It's got to be Ariana Grande. She has a sense of humor, man. She was on that show. What is it? Degrassi?
Sam and Cat. And not Degrassi.
No, not Degrassi.
She was on.
Man, you're of a new generation. You tell us.
Whoa, I'm not that old. I'm not that young. First off, she was on Victorious, and she was on Sam and Cat. They were two shows when I was growing up.
But it was comedy, right?
Yeah,
she's funny on both of them.
No, but she was very funny.
Can she write those lyrics for this particular movie?
Yes.
I would bet Adam.
Yes, I'm going to say her and Adam McKay worked on together.
Yes.
Let's look it up right now. Someone look it up. I swear, my bet is she wrote those lyrics herself.
Are you
Your
too
bet
busy
is it was
to
Adam
look
McKay?
It up? Are you?
Oh, no, I'm looking.
Closing a garage door.
Well, my mom is asking me if I need to go eat some more soup, but
do you need any chicken soup? Sorry,
but yeah, I'm too distracted to do it at the moment.
The song is written by Ariana Grande.
Hey, I told you, dog.
Alongside of Nicholas Britell, Scott Mescudi, and Tara Latrice Stinson.
Okay, so
Scott
Mescudi is like Kid Cudi. I did not realize that until like.
Oh, I did not know that either. Wow, I'm going to get ripped.
They both wrote it together, of course. But Ariana wrote her own lyrics, I imagine.
So that's where I'm arguing. I would bet that Adam probably wrote the lyrics because he knows the movie.
It just said written by. He just said.
But like she probably wrote all the melodies, and that's why it works so well. Was like she made it into what sounds like an Ariana Grande song. Like it felt real. It felt like it existed in the real world.
That's why I think Ariana Grande might have wrote the lyrics, but I feel like Adam McKay was like, "Hey, I need you to hit these points for this song. He needs to hit this, this, and this."
Possible. I overall I really enjoyed it. I don't think we needed the extra scene at the end with Jonah Hill surviving, being the last man on Earth.
Wait, oh my God, did I miss that?
Oh, you missed. There was an end credits.
Yeah, you missed it.
God, I assumed
there was.
I was like, there's no end credits scene. This isn't Marvel, and I left. Oh my, I am so angry now. I did this with Shang-Chi. God.
Oh man,
that revealed absolutely nothing. That was not.
It really didn't. No.
Did you guys? Oh, I'm sorry.
Can I propose a question?
Yeah.
So I'm very curious about Shang-Chi.
I'm not going to marry you.
No. There was the big controversy with Shang-Chi was that Simu Liu, the star of it, in a past interview had criticized the Chinese government. So that movie never went to China. Like it was that successful that it never went to China. It still made a ton of cash. But I'm just wondering, they didn't imply that Shang-Chi is going to be in any of the future movies, and I'm wondering if that's the reason why, is that it never made it to China, and they don't want to future Avengers movies not getting into China.
Yeah, because they didn't show Eternals didn't go into China either, but they did just announce the Shang-Chi sequel got announced like 2 days ago now.
I mean,
Oh,
that
cool.
will be successful, but like he may not be folded into the rest of the universe because of that.
I
Yeah,
see.
that's
I agree
possible.
with that, but I really hope he is because I really did enjoy. I was not expecting to enjoy the movie as much as I ended up doing.
Yes, I've actually watched that a couple. Like Jake and I saw it together in theaters, and then I watched it again at home because like ultimately that was a very fun movie. Like it had its flaws. You know, Aquafina did not need to be there for most of that. I mean, I enjoyed her being there, but it was just like every other scene was like, well, we need somebody to drive. That's going to be the reason why Aquafina
Yeah,
is
she
here.
can drive
Um,
really crazily. Let's let her be in the movie.
Yeah.
Was Aquafina in Don't Look Up? I'm trying to remember.
Sorry. We'll get back to Don't Look
Oh,
Up.
I'm sorry. I got sidetracked as well. Okay.
But I
Any-
haven't discussed that China thing with anybody, and I'm just like, just so curious if that character will come back. Anyway, back to Don't Look Up. Tommy, take it away.
Okay. So we've hit a lot of points. Now I'm going to go into a couple things that I didn't. There was not many things I didn't like in the movie, as I gave it a pretty high score to my list. But I did feel like there was 2 unnecessary scenes throughout the entire movie. First, I didn't really like going into the future. That could just be me. And I didn't like seeing the orgy when they were scanning over the city. But I know it's like probably more of an Adam McKay thing, but it just didn't sit well with me. But that's just 2. That's the only 2 things I have against this entire movie.
I didn't
Tommy,
catch the orgy until the
I
second
did.
viewing.
Tommy, what would you do at the end of the world?
Orgy?
Go see my family, see
Yeah,
my
right?
puppies.
You would do what basically Leonardo DiCaprio did.
Yeah, that's what I feel like I would do.
You go to the grocery store, you cook dinner, you talk about anything but the impending doom. Yeah, I hope that's what most people would do. But
You would hope.
but some people are gonna get crazy.
Not
They're
everybody
gonna.
has family that they like.
That's true.
Trust me, I know exactly how that feels. But
Yeah, that was a really impactful moment. Jake and I talked about this after we saw the movie, where he says, "We really had everything, didn't we?"
Yep.
That hit me deep in my heart. Where it's I'm one of the very few lucky people. I'm married to someone I care about deeply. I love her family. My family is pretty incredible. We are pretty close, and ultimately, like to have that is to have so much. Everything
True.
else is just.
I
Not
think
really
ultimately that
significant.
was the message. It was familial love was the message. At the end of the world, what do you really lie on? Who is the most satisfied? And it's usually the people who have really strong familial ties.
And you contrast that with the hosts of the Rip just sitting in
Right.
a bar and getting drunk and talking shit. Like that seems like just such a
They live their
sad
best
moment.
life.
But like ultimately, like that's a sad ending where
Right.
the family sitting together holding hands that felt sort of okay as the entire
Well, as
house
an
just
ending.
explodes.
But
yeah, no,
the
it
other
was an
thing is
ending.
we really tried was the other line, right? We really
Yeah.
had everything and then we really tried. And I think I mean that's the ultimate message of the movie is like you still have to try. Even if it's hopeless, you still have to try.
Just going against what you said before.
I was playing devil's advocate, which is not it's a bad habit of mine, but
But no, I do definitely agree because even though the movie is very funny, like that whole dinner sequence to at the end of the film was really heartwarming. Like
it was really powerful.
it was sad, like to watch. Like you could tell them all getting more and more nervous when the lights started to flicker, everything started rumbling. And it was probably one of my favorite scenes throughout the film because it was really heartwarming because that's how I imagine myself. That's how I feel like it would go with my family. We would all be sitting at the table together just one last time.
Yeah. I also
Actually,
really like. Go ahead.
one of my favorite things was the recurring joke of the general making them pay for the snacks.
Snacks.
Like,
Oh God, that was
I
so
just
good.
kept forgetting about it, and then they would bring it up again, and it would just get me every time.
When they're laying in the office that they're locked in, and she's like, "I just don't get it." General, he charged me for snacks.
I want to know where that joke came from. Was it written, or was it like something an actor did, or you know what I mean? Because
Like when did they come up with that? You mean
right,
like
when did they come up with it? Was it something he just did, or it had to be written? It had to be written because it's such a good joke. It's such a good like setup for the whole movie. The absurdity of the whole movie.
there were so many good callback jokes
Yeah.
like in this movie, like especially and this is actually something I don't like about the film, but the saying Meryl Streep was going to die by a Bronteroc.
Yeah.
Like when they revealed that, like she gets eaten by this alien creature, and Mark Rylance is like, "I believe that's called a Bronteroc."
That line did
Killed
make me
me.
laugh. As much as I
Killed
was
me.
against the scene, it was Mark Rylance. Anything he said was so funny, except for that scene with Leo and Meryl Streep in the
In the hangar.
The hangar. Thank
Yeah.
you.
That was his big scene.
That scene was intense. Like it was very creepy because then it made me think about anytime that you like say something to your friends and then you go on like TikTok or Instagram and Twitter and it shows up in your feed and you're like, okay, everyone's listening to me.
Yep.
And that was an exact.
We've already given all of our information over to the algorithm. It knows me better than probably my family does, you know, in terms of like advertising to me.
Yeah, no,
Your family is terrible at advertising.
Yeah, they're really bad at it.
Notoriously.
I mean, well, think about it. Christmas is coming up. What are they going to get me? A sweater? No, like the algorithm would know what I would really want, like a PS5 or something. You know what I mean?
So if you have the Bash phone, it'll just get it for you.
Exactly.
Jake, you're not getting a PS5. I'm sorry.
Dang
to tell
it,
you that.
man!
That's not happening.
Just bought a song. Just bought another one.
It bought merch and tickets to the next show.
I know. Or it downloaded this music. I didn't even download it. Yeah. That was real, by the way, when that whole do you remember the U2 album that was downloaded to every iPod?
Yeah.
Without our permission? And you couldn't get rid of it?
I was like,
That's
I don't want
insane.
to. No, I literally was just like, I don't hate U2, but I just didn't want to look at it. And it was like coming up in like random.
It came on your shuffle.
Shuffles, yeah. And I was just like, this isn't cool. Like, I don't want to listen to
you. You don't have a choice.
Yeah.
You don't have a choice. So basically, it's a big circus. All this stuff is distracting towards the real issue, which is that our planet is going to die if we don't do anything about it. And, you know, try and do something about it. You know, try and do something about it.
It's interesting at the Q&A that I saw, Leonardo DiCaprio like made it very clear that he thinks humanity is going to die out.
Yes.
Such a
Adam
happy
McKay
guy.
is also has a very positive outlook on it. He thinks we're going to figure it out. I guess I am the positive one here. I think we're going to sort things out. I think a lot of people are going to die, sadly.
I side with Leo, but again, we're living in the
be
best.
Right in the middle. I'm going to take.
You know,
we're going to eventually die out, but
the early 2000s was like the best time ever.
Poor Tommy is just stuck between two close friends who are just giving each other shit.
No, this is great. I love it.
We are
all day though.
We've already gone past the best time in the world, and even now, we are literally, despite a global pandemic, we are living in the best possible time right now. It'll only get worse. You know, we're seeing natural disasters on a scale we've never seen in history before. You know, we're seeing tornadoes that are lasting longer and getting bigger than we've ever seen before. Hurricanes, flooding, earthquakes will come, I'm sure. Fires. I mean, California's on fire like 6 months out of the year. You know, how can you not be cynical about it? I just don't understand. Like, we are all going to die. It's just a matter of how much time and how much we can, you know, how few of us can survive, or how many of us can survive.
That's really what it is at this stage.
Yeah.
It's,
but luckily, none of us are going to have to really deal with it. Like, we will, like, it'll be shitty, or like, oh man, Netflix isn't working fast because like a bunch of satellites blew up or whatever the fuck, you know, whatever the bleep. But we're like, our lives are not going to be that impacted. Unfortunately, it's going to be 3 generations more, and they're literally going to be having to kill each other for resources. So
I think there are going to be, there was an interesting show on Hulu with David Chang where they talked about the future of food. And they kind of talked about this, how like resources will get rare and we'll just be eating different things. Like there's so much that science can do to solve this problem. Like, seaweed, for example, is like something that grows better, faster, bigger than anything else, and people can live on that. Probably like cow meat, that's going to be like something that only the rich get at some point. But we can grow this stuff in labs. We can create plant-based things that cost significantly less, use so much less resources, that taste pretty freaking close, and they're going to continue to get better as time goes on. So I do think there is a way we can engineer our way out of this. It's just going to be like, hopefully we have air. That would be an important one. And as Jake is saying, like what is going to be the thing that no one's really talking about is going to be a migration of people. People who live in Bangladesh or Miami,
any part of Florida.
You're going to have to move north to somewhere else, and like resetting, resources and, the stress that's going to put on those local environments. Those are the things that we're going to have to deal with. It's going to cost us a lot of money. But once again, this is an engineering problem, I think.
I'm glad you were optimistic.
I'll be optimistic enough for everybody here.
Great.
I love how I'm right in the middle between both of you. I agree with both sides. I feel like I'm on a debate just listening to each side of you. It's great. But no,
can I go back? We were talking about criticisms of the movie. My one criticism of the movie was, and I have one more, I can't remember what it is, but if Bash Cellular could go as far as to see that Meryl Streep's character was going to die by an alien creature that has not yet been documented, I think that same algorithm could be used to find out that they were going to fuck up the satellites and they were going to screw everything up.
That is a good point.
Yeah, they could have. You feel like they could have saw that coming. Like, oh, we're going to lose so many of these things and it's not going to work.
Right. Like,
yes.
why are the majority of our customers dying from an asteroid or a tidal wave? Or,
right.
They would have figured that out.
If they can see that off world in the future, like they can see that an asteroid is coming.
I agree with you. I don't think it was worth the joke, honestly.
Wait, going back to what you just said, couldn't they have all seen, like, when Bash was first starting, like, oh, there's an asteroid coming? Like, it keeps saying all these people are going to die from an asteroid.
Right.
Or, like,
maybe that was the thing you couldn't see.
Maybe.
It's so random and it's so mathematically impossible.
I agree with you, Jake, earlier, where it's like, I don't think that makes enough sense that like they needed to keep that joke.
Yeah, agreed.
If they literally would have just taken out that Bronte Rock joke, then that would have made sense.
Right. Overall, good movie. Not great. Again, B plus. Yeah, go see it if you like Adam McKay movies. That's what I would say.
Yeah, it's a challenging film for everybody watching. Like, do we? Well, I guess we've said the ending. Like, everybody dies. Like, that's honestly not a film. That's not something that you do in a film if you want everybody to finish seeing the film and then go off and tell everybody to go watch this thing. And it was kind of an interesting thing I saw in an interview with Adam McKay where he was saying a lot of people believe that we can engineer our way out of this stuff because we see so many movies where it's like an asteroid is coming to Earth and then we figure it out. We fight it off.
Send some oil drillers.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, like, Nate, but listen, we've as humanity have just now faced one of humanity's great challenges. Right? Something that affects every single person on this planet. And we failed utterly because of our differences and because of political problems. That we've already done it and we failed. So if an asteroid was coming towards us, it would be politicized. This is what the whole movie's about. And it would be
like the point
divided.
of what he was saying was that like it's because of the stories that we tell ourselves that always have the happy ending. We always overcome that type of thing. That was the reason why he made it such a dark ending, because he felt like
Yeah.
we need to tell each other those stories where it doesn't
Right.
work out in the end.
Right.
Like we need to wake up a little bit
Agreed.
and understand that like this could be really, really bad. I mean, it is
Right.
going to be bad. And it's so interesting, kind of as you were talking to me after the film, that yeah, so much of this felt so relevant to COVID, and that was not
Their original intention.
at all.
No.
This is all about climate change.
But it's a similar thing in the sense that it's something that will affect all of humanity, and unfortunately, we will be divided. We are divided about environmental change, and it has been politicized. And like anything that'll end the world or end humanity as we know it, unfortunately, will be the same way. We've done it, and we failed. We already proved the model of our failure. So just hold your loved ones tight. Eat that Big Mac, drive that SUV. Do whatever you can to make you feel good while you're here on Earth, because our time is short and limited.
I personally don't feel like it's that black and white.
Okay.
We did not handle COVID well, but we did get a vaccine. We did get a vaccine out there, and like a lot of people have been saved because of like the work that we did. Like if you compare this to like
for now,
if you compare this to even with Omicron, people are vaccinated. Science has moved way, way further than it was with the Spanish flu, which that killed like it was some crazy 10-digit percentages of Europe when that happened. That's when we just didn't have the ability to fight it. We fought it, we've lost too many lives, but ultimately like we're doing something about it. And as Omicron is coming, we have vaccines. We have a pill that hopefully should be coming out soon that will actually keep us from actually getting super sick and keep us out of the hospital. So there is hope. We just have to keep on keeping on and hope that people get vaccinated more so we don't overwhelm hospitals.
Okay.
Tommy,
that was a really dark part of my episode.
I'm sorry, Tommy.
I can't wait for everyone to be so happy, and then
this was
a dark movie.
Thing.
It was a very dark movie. It wasn't like which I was happy to see. I was happy, not that I was happy that everyone died in the movie, but I was happy to see them not make it a happy ending. Like that, bad things happen in this world, and that's what we need to start showing more of.
Here's the beautiful thing, is that we are still happy and healthy. We're able to see movies. We're able to talk on this podcast. And we're part of entertainment. We're entertaining ourselves, but we're entertaining your listeners. And like that's a beautiful thing that we can still do that. And we're not rummaging through the desolate wasteland that is America in the future. So we still got time to enjoy ourselves. So let's play the band while the Titanic goes down.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a perfect way to like end the whole film segment. Like, I what you just said, Jake, I really agreed with it.
Great.
While we're here, just live it out, live your best life, hug your family, be there with everyone.
Yep.
But yeah, let's be like Timothée Chalamet's character. Even when they're making their last dinner forever, he can still yell out emphatically, I fucking love fingerling potatoes.
Yeah. Exactly.
But no, I had a really great time watching this movie. I do highly recommend everyone to go watch it. If you don't want to go out to the theaters and watch it, it's on Netflix starting Christmas Eve, I believe, right?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But
when is Christmas? I'm sorry.
Saturday?
He's Jewish, guys. That's why he doesn't know. It's not like
I'm sorry. I don't want to make anyone angry.
Don't worry about it. No, certainly not angry. I just don't.
Some people get mad at me.
No, I should know.
25th.
Oh, you were asking the actual date.
Yeah.
Oh, the 25th.
Sorry,
Yeah.
this does not belong on this podcast.
No, cut that out.
I'm sorry about everything.
Wow,
No,
guys.
this is great. I love the whole. No, I love just getting like raw takes on people. Everyone just saying what they think and not having to feel like it's scripted or anything like that. So I love how you guys are just talking.
You got that.
You guys just talked and said whatever you guys thought. You made some jokes towards one another, and I love it. I love hearing the garage door opening in the background.
Oh God.
Love it.
All right. Okay. Keep it all in. Anyway, I gotta run, guys. But this was fun. Unless there's one last thing you want to ask or anything.
Yeah. One last thing. Can you give a quick recommendation to the fans this week? Any movie, show, anything, and then plug anything you got.
Okay, well, I really want to plug our podcast, First Films. You can find it anywhere you listen to podcasts. It's great we interview people about their first films, and we're also making our first features, both Nate and I. So that's super important. Go there, subscribe, listen, please. And recommendations, I'm super into The Gentleman. I just watched it. It's a Guy Ritchie film. It's fun. It's quirky. It's great writing, good characters. And then I'm going to be doing an immersive play fairly soon in Los Angeles. So I don't know. That'll come up on my Instagram at Indie Film Insider on Instagram. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you, Jake, for coming on.
Thank you.
And I guess for me, aside from First Films, there is one movie that I would like everybody to see that's getting no publicity at all that I saw earlier this year. It's called The Electrical Life of Louis Wayne. It is it's on Amazon Prime right now. It's starring Benedict Cumberbatch, Claire Foy, you know her from The Crown. It's set in the 1800s in London about an artist this is a real life person who got really famous for drawing cats, playing poker, or so like he was very famous for like the London's Illustrated Times, and the movie kind of gives him credit for being the person who popularized the idea in the West of having cats as pets. It's such a beautiful film because he was kind of a crazy person. Or just he had a lot of mental health issues, especially toward the end of his life. His art got very strange and very psychedelic looking, and that really was well reflected within the music, within the cinematography, within the sound effects. There were VFX that were sort of added in, and Benedict Cumberbatch is absolutely amazing. And there's just a who's who of British character actors that are in it. Like, look it up. Even Taika Waititi has a small part in it.
I left and I came back, and Nate was still talking about the same thing when I left.
It's a great movie.
You don't have to tell them the whole plot, man. You don't have to describe the whole movie. That's usually why people want to go watch a movie.
Get the fans intrigued.
You know, you got
to watch it.
Usually movies are watched. Like, you're not just reading what the movie's about. You want to watch it.
He's on the IMDb page right now, scrolling, reading.
But that's all I say is like that movie is being talked about by no one, and I really loved it.
I just want to take a quick second to thank Nate and Jake for coming on my show. It was really an honor to have an Emmy-nominated producer on my show. It's crazy to see how far the show has come in just 17 episodes. So I gotta thank you guys for listening, for my sponsors for promoting me, for Nate, Jake, Charlie Cope, Matt Coyle, Colin Gallagher, Ryan Ferran, Sean Molesky, my dad, everyone that's came on the show for making this even possible. Thank you for giving me a career, and thank you for letting me get into the podcasting world. It really means a lot, and I want to wish everyone here a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I can't wait to see what 2022 holds for all of us. Thank you again, and I will see you all next week.